choirs at the junior high and high school. On behalf of Sarah Humphreys and myself, we're so excited that you're here tonight. 2 days later, thank you for rescheduling and your patience after we battled some severe weather and some power outages. Thank you for your flexibility. It did cause a few schedule changes or conflicts with some of the students, but we're going to press on and ever upward, and just really appreciate you being here tonight. I want to just recognize, as they make their way to the stage, what a significant impact Ms. Humphreys has on these young singers and how I get to benefit from her work as she sends them through the ranks. Many of these singers you'll hear throughout the evening were with her just a year or two ago. We're so excited that you're here with us for the spring concert. Would you please help me welcome Sarah Humphreys and the Baker Koonce Choir.
Well, good evening. I'm Sarah Humphreys. I'm the director of the Baker Koonce Choir, and I was telling them backstage how blessed I am to have a group of singers that are this talented. And I'll tell you, I remember my first couple of years of doing the choir, I was calling up places around the community and asking, hey, can we come sing for y'all? Hey, can we come sing for y'all? You know, calling the banks and the library. And I tell you, I'm proud to say that, you know, after those first couple of years of seeking out opportunities, this year, I'm telling you that the opportunities have sought us, and it's kept them really busy this year. But I think it's a blessing. I think it is a compliment to the reputation of this group. And I'm just so pleased that this group is thriving and that we're becoming a part of the community and that we're getting invited to come to other towns and festivals, and I'm just so proud of what this group has become, and I want to thank y'all. Thank you. We had a big renovation last year at Baker Koonce, and I'm very thankful that it was decided to put in a choir room at our campus. It was some storage that has really, really been helpful and so needed for a group that's been this busy, honestly. And so thank you to all of those who took part in that. We're very appreciative of what we've got, the facility we've got there. And so thank you to that. I would like to go ahead and recognize some of our choir members tonight. So each year we do a vote. This is a student-selected award. This year I decided to go ahead and do a little more. So we've got awards for most outstanding soprano, most outstanding mezzo-soprano, most outstanding alto, and most outstanding tenor. And this was voted on by their peers. And I would like to go ahead and begin that. This year, the award recipient for the most outstanding soprano was Sophia Reeder. The next award goes to the most outstanding mezzo-soprano. And this award goes to Reagan Norris. Just bring it here. Okay. We have some really strong altos this year. And so the vote was actually a tie. So we have two most outstanding altos. The first one is Miss Brianna Borders. And stay there because I want to get your pictures together. And the next one is Miss Adriana Garcia. All right, and there's a couple more awards later on. We're going to sing another song for you. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and do our most outstanding tenor. And this year that goes to Antonio Edwards. We've got a couple more awards. The last two are going to be the most outstanding choir student overall, which was selected by their peers, and then the most improved. But before we get to that, we've got one more song for you, and this is a song that you've probably, if you've come to any of the choir performances, you've heard before, but it's kind of become their hype song that we want to say, and they will, when they're kind of feeling a little drippy, they'll say, Miss Humphreys, let's do Yonder Come Day. That'll get us hyped. So we're going to sing our hype song for you, and I think it's just gotten better and better throughout the year. And here is Yonder Come Day. I love it. Okay. All right. The most outstanding choir student. This is a student, and I told the kids, I said, I want you to think about who you would vote for or who you would ask if you had a question about music theory, if you had a question about what to do in a measure, how to count it, how to sing it. Who pays attention? Who understands the music? And you would go to that person to ask. And that person this year is Miss Christabella Bergstrom. This last award goes to the most improved choir student. This is someone who has shown a lot of growth vocally throughout the year. Also, as far as being a member of the choir, has shown a lot of growth. And I'm just really proud of this chick right here. And I can't wait to see what she does in the future. And that's Miss Tinley Good. Thank you so much for having us, and I hope you stay to enjoy the other choirs. I know that they're going to bless you with their music. Thank you for your time.
Would you help me thank the Baker Koonce Choir once again on a fabulous performance? Good job. Junior high, we'll start out with the men's choir. Before we get started, I would just like to recognize in each group as they come up quickly their hard work. Let me tell you, it sounds different at the end of the year than the first week of school. Right, guys? A lot different, okay? They've been working hard. Quite a few have made the all-region choir this year, which is a competition that requires them to learn 3 pieces of music, go behind a curtain, sing for 5 judges in a blind audition, and then hopefully get selected for the junior high all-region choir competing with many area schools. I am super pumped up that 19 of our students made the all-region choir this year. Yeah. I would clarify that 19 is a huge number, just behind, just one or two students behind Hallsville's choir program, which I respect, and they are a huge, huge program. Please hold your applause until I've read all the names, but out of this group making the All-Region Choir, Mr. Andrew Cawthon, Tim Coughlin, Zavorit Glenn, Antoine Walton, Alvin Mealer, and Thomas Leo Ruiz. Give them a round of applause.
By yon bonny banks and by yon This train don't pull no gamblers. This train. This train don't pull no gamblers. This train. This train don't pull no gamblers. No hypocrites, no midnight ramblers. This train don't pull no gamblers. This train. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board this gospel train. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board this gospel train. Oh, this train. This train is bound for heaven. This train. This train is bound for heaven. This train. This train is bound for heaven. Get on board, it's leaving at 7. This train is bound for heaven. This train. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board this gospel train. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board this gospel train. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board this gospel train. Get on board. Get on board. Get on board this gospel train. Oh, this train. This train. Oh, this train.
Good job, guys. And also wanted to recognize the members of the treble choir who made All Region this year. Ladies, this time, would you raise your hand just when I call your name? Miss Jaden Bella, Jordan McKee, and Serenity Smith. Congratulations to those ladies. also mention at this point how proud I am of the junior high choirs that we're also during UIL. I'll talk about the high school here in a second. But for the junior high choirs that we actually expanded and took 3 groups this year instead of 2. So that's, again, showing that great growth that we're having and being able to divide up ensembles and continue to grow. Ladies, the same thing. If you hear your name called, would you please raise your hand? Members of the Advanced Treble Choir making the All-Region Choir this year, Elizabeth Coughlin, Kinsley Dickerson. Would you please hold your applause until all names have been read? Elizabeth Coughlin, Kinsley Dickerson, Madison Edwards, Angela Hang, Dayanara Iniguez, Macy Lyles, Dixie Nell, Janaya Williams, Shayla Onyalo, and Kendall Wallace. Please help me congratulate them. as the high school varsity treble choir comes up, I want to share how proud I am of the growth in the choral program, like I mentioned earlier, at the junior high and also the high school level. And when we compete in the spring for UIL events, there's a prescribed music list, a PML, of repertoire that we're going to choose when we go to competition. And I don't like sandbagging, and so I'm very proud this year that both the varsity mixed and varsity treble choir chose selections from the 5A classification list instead of sticking with the 4A, and they did very, very well. Okay, varsity women are going to come up first. If you notice in your program, this is called the Flower Duet from a famous opera called Lakme. If you're of my generation, you will have heard this on a lot of commercials back in the 1980s, especially by British Airways. But this just depicts two friends just observing nature and the wonders that it holds. And so we hope you like the very beautiful Flower Duet. If you don't understand some of the words, it's in French. honest, not trying to talk too much, but I did want to mention this on the next song, Sing Gently. The composer's notes on this. Eric Whitaker says this about this song, Sing Gently. In March of 2020, as the COVID crisis began to unfold around the world, it became clear that this moment in history was going to be remembered as one of great suffering for many people, as well as a time of growing division and dissent. It seemed that as the global community began to isolate physically from one another, the same kind of isolation was happening on a social level, that the very fabric of society was tearing at the seams. In that spirit, I wrote the music and words to Sing Gently with the hope that it might give some small measure of comfort for those who need it, and that it might suggest a way of living with one another that is compassionate, gentle, and kind. I think you would agree with me that we're missing a lot of that these days. I hope you enjoy Sing Gently. hanging in there. We're getting close. Would you help me congratulate and thank Mr. Chris Cooley for his wonderful piano playing tonight? Thank you, Mr. Cooley. He is so dedicated to helping us out. He is running back quick to Henderson to see his daughter's band concert as we speak. So he's heading back. The next song, Blackbird, I won't mention much of it, but I hope there's some Beatles fans out there, my generation. When I passed this song out to this choir, I asked them how many of them knew Beatles or the Blackbird, and I didn't see many hands. Then I left, and a few days later I came back and figured out that if my high school director had picked a song that long ago, it would have been a song from the 1920s for me. But I know they need to learn the Beatles, and we hope you enjoy Blackbird. After this song, we'll have a few awards, some quick thank yous, and then you'll be dismissed with one last fun song. We hope you've enjoyed the night.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. For your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. Eyes are eyes. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
So quickly, if you hear your name, if you'd raise your hand, members this year making the all-region choir are Miss Bailey Bjorgard, Michaela Burns, Maddie Pugh, Ellie Cawthon, Zari Glenn, Andrew Gwynn, Solijah Allison, Trey Wallace, and John Martinez. Would you give them a round of applause, please? Out of those, it's a highly competitive competition to where there's several rounds at the high school level, ultimately trying to make the all-state choir. 6 of those went on to the area audition, with 2 of our singers missing the all-state choir by just a couple of chairs. But these wonderful singers, Michaela Burns, Maddie Pugh, Ellie Cawthon, Zari Glenn, Andrew Gwynn, and Trey Wallace for the area choir. Give them a round of applause. We're staying busy, lots going on. Raising your hands again, these people competed at solo and ensemble, and came back with a Division I rating from the judge, a highest award you can get at that competition. Salijah Allison, Ellie Cawthon, Natalie Daniel, Zari Glenn, Lara Littleton, Bella Miller, Jace Montagna, Hopeland Stevens, Najlin Townsend, Trey Wallace, Jalea Ward, and Kaylin Wells. Give them a round of applause. Going on to compete at state solo and ensemble the day after graduation will also be Michaela Burns and Maddie Pugh. We're trying to wrap it up. I'd like to thank Sarah Humphreys and the BK Choir. You were absolutely fabulous tonight, choir. Thank you for starting us off in such a strong way. I'd like to thank the administration, Mr. Bitter, Justin Smith, Wade Watson, John Goodwin, all too many to name, but the support of the arts here in Carthage is very apparent. Justin Smith says to me often, doesn't matter what we do, if that's going to be underwater basket weaving in Carthage, we're going to do it excellent. And I just truly believe that in his support. And I think you can tell all the way around, athletics, academics, and the arts are just so strong here, and I am thankful to them. One last one that I can't forget is Mr. Paul Coughlin, our IT specialist, doing all the magic up there. Thank you, Mr. Paul Coughlin. And let's save some time, choir. Don't get your feelings hurt. I'm going to read these awards, and then I'm going to give you the certificate tomorrow in class. Super Soprano Award this year, Miss Kalasia Brakefield. Amazing Alto Award, who had to sneak out for a performance at a church event tonight, Madeline Pugh. The Great Guy Award. The Great Guy Award. Also missing tonight because of the schedule conflict. He's on our baseball team and playing in Mount Vernon, Andrew Gwynn. So proud of this young lady. Most Improved Award coming into this group this semester, matter of fact, is Miss Jade Montagna. And voted on by their peers, the most overall outstanding choir student, Michaela Burns. There's a special recognition each year from the Texas Music Educators Association to where directors are allowed to nominate students, but it's a rigorous process that involves how involved they are, how many competitions they've been to, grades, community involvement, outstanding service to the school, all those kind of things. And it's actually verified through the counselor's office and the principal's office. And I'm excited to name these three Texas Music Educators Association Texas Music Scholar Awards for 24 and 25. Miss Michaela Burns, congratulations. Miss Maddie Pugh. And Mr. Andrew Gwynn. My friends, thank you for your patience. Thank you for adapting to the weather changes. I hope you can see what a great growth and things happening with Carthage choirs is just blowing our minds. They're just doing such great work, and I appreciate them so much. They will not know how much they mean to me. I really appreciate you being here tonight. If you feel like getting up in the aisles and dancing, feel free to do so. This is Dancing Queen.